job focus for people who are getting started in the industry. You've already sort of talked very well about this, about the fact that AI doesn't intrinsically take away entrance level jobs. It might change them, it might refine them or whatever, but there's still the work to be done in sort of a cognition sort of way. But I'm wondering, Jack, in a concrete way, if you can talk about some tips, whether areas of study or hands-on experience that students and aspirants entering the cybersecurity force now should be staying on top of from an AI standpoint. Like, how do you interface with this while you're still a student in a way that's going to be useful to you in, a couple of years' time?
Excellent question. And I think really for me, all right, I've been playing with this tool now for about a month, and I have really found prompt engineering is at kind of the heart of this. And this goes back to Google, right? When we first got, Google, we realized, if you put quotes, if you put plus signs, if you do, how you generate your search query, what phrases you use, how you generate the phrasing inside that Google search made you much more effective. You could get to the answer faster than someone else. I have not seen any difference with AI. It is more intuitive, right? There's a little bit more nuance to it. But I very much found that when I'm playing with ChatGPT, asking it, providing it the right parameters, giving it the right prompting, it really changes the output dramatically. And then also the output itself, reading it critically, questioning it, fact checking it, validating it, and then also you still need to edit it, right? And you still also, what I found was, you still need to add your own kind of creativity. You need to add your own kind of points of view. At the end of the day, it's still, in my opinion, it's still a search output, right? I wouldn't cut and paste exactly something I got from Google. I wouldn't cut and paste exactly something you get from ChatGPT.
Yep. Oh, that's fantastic. Do you have any tips for people who are already in the industry who aren't using it to sort of get sort of more rotate better into using it? If it's easy to get stuck in ruts and doing your processes your certain way, especially if you're kind of like nearing the end of your career and you're like, oh, not another new thing I got to learn. Like, what are some of the ins with ChatGPT and things like this for people who have been doing this kind of work for a long time?
What I would say is, if you find yourself at a search engine prompt and you're doing some research to pull together something, try ChatGPT or another AI, because this is not going to be the only one. Google's is going to have theirs out soon. There's going to be a lot of different competitions here. I see this as a hot arms race. But I think what's important is you need to be thinking, do I have all the tools in my tool bag? Am I keeping them sharp? Do I, should I always keep reaching for the same one? If I'm going to, the other day I needed to put together a comparison between two products. Normally I'd go to Google, I'd do a couple of things, write something up. I started with ChatGPT. It did a pretty good job. It missed a couple of key points. But if you give it two large articles and ask it to extrapolate them and create summaries, it does an amazing job.
Yeah.
And it's something you could do yourself. It's not hard work, but boy, I saved myself a lot of time. And that's where I would say, for somebody more experienced, is really when you start to see yourself doing that research work, or you start to try to put together those summaries, perhaps try this new tool and start playing with the prompts, right? The first result you get probably isn't going to be satisfactory. Start massaging.
Have you seen Work Bites, the new security awareness training series from Infosec? Our team produced this series with 3 E's in mind, making security awareness training entertaining, engaging, and educational. Just go to infosecinstitute.com/free to learn more about this hilarious office comedy. And hey, let us know what you think about it.